Hello class, good afternoon. I'm going to share my answer of that question that provided by Mr. Harry in order to check my comprehension about the material that has been taught before. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Prabangkara. My NIM number is 171-202-1006 from 5A class. Okay, let's start from the first question, that is, what is online learning, and explain also synchronous and asynchronous learning. Okay, I'm going to start it by giving a definition of online learning based on what I got from the material. Online learning is the learning process that takes place over the internet that conducted via platform. That means the teaching and learning process are happening in online class, which students have to join it via internet, and the platform that used in this online class or online learning should has a system like a real-time class, which teacher can assess the students, delivering material, having discussion with the students, check the attendance and participation with class, and etc. And also this online learning can be happen asynchronously and synchronously. Let's talk about synchronous and asynchronous. Here, synchronous learning is the things that learning happen at the same times, like teaching and learning process are happening in on-site class. The online learning happens in real time, like this, like a teacher and students access the platform at the same time that had been discussed, has been decided by teacher, and do a discussion, both of them. The other side, like the asynchronous learning sorry, is the thing that happen at the different times. So the students can access the platform anytime, anywhere, or anytime that they want, without any particular time. So that means the students have a free time to access the online class without any due date. Continue to the next question, that is the second question, that is, what are the basic features of an LMS? Actually, LMS has 8 basic features, namely announcement, syllabus, lesson, discussion forum, Dropbox, gradebook, course email, and resources. For the first one is announcement. Announcement is the features that is the features give place where the teachers communicate important updates to the class. That means the teachers directly send the important information, and will be directly to the platform and can be seen by all the students. The next one is syllabus. Syllabus is the tools that provide structure for the course and online course expectation, where the students can get the information about the course and how the course will be going on or run. And by these tools, it will make the students familiar with the course that they join. The next one is lesson. Lesson is the tools that used to attach course lesson for each unit of instruction, where the items that will help the will make the course will be run well in the future. The next one is discussion forum. Discussion forum in the LMS allows the learners to share, exchange the idea, and have discussion with teacher or students through the use of message board format. And the next one is drop boxes or assignment upload. This is a digital space which documents, presentations, links to websites, and more can be uploaded by students. Like the students can upload their works to the online class through this tools, so that teacher can be directly access it. The next one is grade book. These tools actually used by teacher to assess the student attendance, participation, readings, assignment, and also project grades. And also these tools can be used by students in order to review the track progression of the track academic progression during the class or during the semester. And the next one is course mail. Actually, these tools is used by teacher to send a direct message to the individual students or multiple students. The last one is resources. These tools used to store all types of digital and online materials that students are required to review that given by teacher. The third one, the next question is give an example of good introduction writing for one meeting. In this slide, I already provide a screenshot of the good introduction writing for one meeting on it. Let's see. You can see that how the writing was written. Remember, in making a good introduction writing for one meeting, teacher should be able to make it in simple way and make it clear and conscious as possible, in order to make the students to easier understand what's the meaning and what's the writing means and what they have to do by reading the meeting by reading the writing. And also sometimes the teachers in making writing instruction or introduction, the teachers needs to break one paragraph into two, even it break the rules of making paragraph, because it will make the students more comfortable to read it rather than read one paragraph with a long sentence. Why? It is also called as a visual help for students in understanding the context of the writing. And one more, teacher should be aware in using an acronyms on their writing, because they have to, he or she has to explain it to the students, because maybe some students do not know about the acronyms. Continue to the fourth question is why online material must be attractive. Okay, I will explain it and what elements are needed. I think online material should be attractive because it would make the student more interested and more excited to the material, and they will probably comfortable and enjoy to learn it. It makes student is easier to understand the material, and therefore teachers should be able to manage the material to be more attractive, it can be makes the material look attractive by making a good visual design. In order to make good visual design, also there are 4 elements that are needed in making good visual design. That are those are the page layout, text, color, and graphic elements. In the page layout, the teacher should set the use of space surrounding. It means teacher should give a space between line, so therefore it will make the text readable and comfortable to read by the students. And then the line length means that teacher should not use a line with long sentences. So how about the teacher? It is better to use the line with a short or a simple sentence that will be easier understand by students. And the justification on the text, the justification, the page layout, it should be teacher should be justified on just on the left side, not on the both side, because just by justified on the left side, the eye point will be easier to follow the line rather than justified on the both side, which is make the text looks more complex and hard to follow it. Sometimes it is misleading. And also in the page layout, the use of heading and subheading should be noticed, because heading and subheading are used consistently to logically organize content, so they give like a highlights which these heading and subheadings are talked about. Continue to number 2. It is a text. In the text also, teachers should notice the use of typeface, like in this typeface, teachers should avoid to use a letter with a serif. Serif means like the adding more shape. Do you know, like Times New Roman, they add it adds more shape to its letter. It will make the text will be look more complex and unreadable. So therefore the teacher is better to use letter without serif. It is like calligraphy type without serif. And the type says, do you know that the digital text is totally different with the books? So in make the material be attractive, the teacher should be make the size of the fonts be more bigger, so it would makes the text easy to use, easy to read. And also the bold and italic and underlining is the important thing too, in order to emphasizing the important items. That is like giving a sign that those sentences are important, or they have the student have to know. And the third is color. Of course, colors the core things in make the material looks attractive to the students. By implement the good color, it makes it will attract the attention of students to the material. But if the teacher used color which is to contrast, it would make the text unreadable and it's hard to read the text. And the last one is graphic elements. In the graphic elements, a teacher should pay attention to the use of symbol and icons and bullet and number. And symbols and icons is used to signaling small elements that is important in the material. Other than other side is on the other side is bullet is used to highlight a series of items that are not sequentially, but numbers are used to highlight the sequence instruction. Continue the next question. Okay, the next question is explain types of online learning activities and provide relevant technological tools for the types. Actually, there are 5 online activities that work well in online course, namely class participation and discussion, online journaling activities, share knowledge based practice exercise, group project. For the first one is class participation and discussion. This online class discussion facilitates students to participate in the online course. Therefore, they have the interaction with the students and the teacher, and also by this activity they have to share the idea. They can share their idea to each other, but and about something some topic on that. So how to implement this activity? It can use tools that called as discussion forum in the LMS. The second one is online journaling activities. In an online course, there are online journaling activities which it is used by a teacher to assess the students how they does the students already mastering or comprehend the material by giving a topic or material that has to be summarized by the students, and then they have to upload it. So how this activity can be implemented is by using blog technological tools called as blog. They can upload it on that, and teacher can give comment on that, and also the other students can also give a comment to the students' work. And the third is shared knowledge base. Shared knowledge base is the activities where the students make their work based on their knowledge about some topics. They can upload it also. It can be implemented by using a wikis tool. And the fourth is practice exercise. Practice exercise is used by teacher to assessing the students. It can be in form of multiple choice, matching, fill in the blank, true or false, and drag and drop. How the teacher implement it? It can be use a grading book or test and quiz. Maybe it's appropriate to use test and quizzes tool. And the last one is group project. In the group project is the way the activities that used by teacher to assessing the students how to make good project. Actually, group project happens in the middle semester or at the end of the semester. This activity can be implemented by using drop boxes. Continue to the next question. How does the teacher optimize discussion? I know that in online discussion everything is possible to not run well, even though it has been planned before. So it requires teacher to use their ability to optimize it. And my opinion how to optimize it is there are 3 things. The first one is giving positive feedback to students' opinion. Means that by giving the positive feedback from teacher to the students, make the students to motivate to explore their knowledge and giving the opinion or share their opinion in discussion, and also make the other students who are shy to be more motivated to share it. And the second one is teacher should not dominate the discussion. In having discussion with students, teacher should not take all the control of the discussion. They have not to dominate the discussion, but they have to teacher should give the students chance and space to delivering their opinion to some topic and the ideas to some topic, and the ideas should be shared on the discussion, so the idea will be shared into the discussion. And the last one, teacher can provide stimulus sentence to attract the students into discussion. It's maybe you can use the stimulus sentence to attract the students into discussion, like teachers provide some clues or some sentence that will motivate students to come out their opinions in the discussion forum. And the next one is question number 7. Actually, I provide a video on that, but it can be played on my PPT. I don't know what make it like that, but I will explain it. Example of learning resource that can be used to engage learners in online class. I think one of the best resources that can be used to engage students to the online class is video. Why? Because the video can make students easier to understand the material, because the video has or provide direct demonstration or illustration than reading a books. And also in the video provides animation, and which with a colorful will attract the attention students and makes them interest into the material. You know that video would provide key points of material which is easy to understand, rather than read a textbook which is too complex to understand it. And also nowadays students tend to watch a video rather than reading a complex book to understand the material. Continue the 8th question. What is it? I'm going to scroll it. Okay. Example of effective assessment in English online teaching and learning. It based on my experience. Project assessment is the one effective assessment can be applied in online class, online learning course. Why? Because this assessment is used to to assess the student's ability into a project. And also this assessment consists of 3 stages. Those are project initial stage, development stage, final stage. In project assessment, the teacher want the students to make a good quality of project or product. So in this that there are 3 standardized in each one standardized in each stage. For initial stage there is one standardized, and the way to achieve that, it can use other assessment like in my experience making in writing class is like making a journal article. In initial stage, the teacher asked me to make a topic, to decide a topic and make a title about the topic. So the initial stage, the standardized is the title relevance to the topic, and the way to reach it by doing a self-assessment, like does the topic the title already relevant to the to the topic, sorry. And also in the development stage, there are also the standard, and the way to achieve the standard is by doing other assessment too, like I used before. I already developed the topic and bring the draft of the journal article. In this stage, I use a peer assessment to reach the standard, like does the draft already relatable to the topic, does the draft already follows the journal article structure, the how about the vocabulary, grammar, does the resources, the information resources are valid and reliable or not, and etc. And also in the final stage, I have to submit my final product. It is a journal article that have been revised from the development stage. This product will submit to the teacher, and the teacher doing the assessment to reach the standard how to make good journal articles. The teacher will assess it by using a scoring rubric, like checking the grammar, vocabulary, does the the text or the article already relate to the relevance to the topic, and many more. Continue to the next question, that is, what are the basic elements to consider when building an online course? Actually, there are three basic elements that have to consider in building online course. The first one is learning outcomes, second one is the online syllabus, and the last one is the course online. In the learning outcomes, it is the core of the process of creating online course, because teachers should know the objective that the students need to achieve in the course. So the teacher should be decide what objectives that should be comprehend or mastered by the students. On the online syllabus, it is important too, because this online syllabus contains a very detailed course outline and throughout explanation of how the online course is organized and will operate. It is also used as the place that gives information to students about the course requirement, evaluation process, contact information, schedule, and maybe institutional policy. On the last one is the course outline. The course outline is plan of the course that will be run week by week. It contains a calendar, to-do list, assignment, reading, activities, present a sequence of events, and course deliverables. It means like this course online is already provide what have to do in the each meeting. So then it's like a schedule. So and the others continue to the last one. It is number 10. Example of online lesson in your class for one meeting. Lesson activity in one meeting. I already provide in a screenshot of it. It is the online lesson in my class for one meeting provided by Mr. Harry. For in Schoology, you can see that this is a good example. Why? Because the the instruction is already clear, that provides by him, and also the sentence that use it is clear to understand, and what's the context, or what is the text talks about, and also he provides what we'll discuss in at the first meet on the one meeting. And he also used surrounding sequence of line, so he gives a space it to each line that makes it is readable, and also they use the justification also in here. You can see that also in the next slide. And he sometimes break the one paragraph into two in order to make a visual help to the students in understand the writing. So I think that's all about my answer of those question. I'm sorry if there is something mistake, and also in my surrounding there's a lot of people, like also an animal that makes the background sound more crowded. Sorry for that. I hope you understand about that and enjoy my video. Thank you.